Excuse me. All right, guys. We're gonna start off lying down on our back today. And maybe there may be one other person coming, but we're just gonna get started. I think it's 5:31. So we're gonna start off lying down on our back. Let's take a big breath in and let it out. Next couple of minutes, just allowing yourself to land on your mat. Just taking in all the sounds around you and staying present to that tactile sense, that sense of touch, the feeling of the air, the feeling of the floor beneath you, and letting that gradually soak into your muscles, down into the sense of breath and the sense of heartbeat. The more you notice, the more you start to relax into your frame. Just staying present to that sensation of the rise and fall of your breath and the tingling sensation on the surface of your skin. Now let's start to expand the breath, taking deeper inhales and longer exhales, deepening, widening, and lengthening the breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Imagine as if you're able to breathe in and out through every pore of your skin. Now, all together, let's take a deep inhale, let it out, and squeeze out your breath. Let it back in. Take a big sip of air, let it out, squeeze it out, and let it back in. One more time, big sip of air, let it out, squeeze out, and let it back in. All right, guys, bring your hands to your heart center now, and we'll begin with one Om. All right, gang, open your eyes and help your knees together. Hug your knees in towards your chest, rocking side to side. All right, let's set up for 50 crunches. So knees above the hips, maybe extending the legs out or bending the knees. Either hands behind the head, reaching for your heels. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head and shoulders down. Take your hands to your knees and make circles with your knees. It could look like this, or it could look like this. Now take your circles around the other way. It can look like this, or it could look like this. Okay, before we do another ab exercise, press down through your heels. Actually, let's do this. Take the right ankle over the left knee and then bridge up, bringing that knee down, lifting the hip up. Another 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down and take that to the other side. Pressing down through one heel, taking the ankle over the knee, pressing down, lifting up, squeezing up. Another 3, 2, and 1. We'll come back down and set up some leg levers, either hands underneath the sacrum, to the side, or above the head. We'll inhale, levering the legs down, and exhale, lever the legs up. Inhaling down, exhaling up. We'll keep this going now for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And we'll do some flutter kicks here now for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more thing. Frog splits. Take your feet out wide and cross one on top of the other. We'll keep this going now for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Help the knees in. Let your head and shoulders down. You could also keep your head and shoulders up and make circles with your feet now. Getting deeper into your hip. Try to stay present to how your leg connects to the hip. Maybe even visualizing the head of the femur plugging into the hip socket as you move your feet around. And then take that around the other way, taking the feet circles around the other way. All right, one more core slash hip exercise. We're gonna bring our feet straight up. I'll face this direction. And we're gonna take our feet out as wide as we can, squeezing the outer hips, then squeeze the inner thighs, bringing the legs together. Taking apart and bringing together. Taking apart and bringing them together. You can lift up your head and shoulders for this too. We'll keep this going now for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, rock and roll the length of your spine coming up to sit now. Right. So take the hands back, windshield wipe the knees side to side. Start to twist side to side, right? Looking over one shoulder, twisting the spine one way, looking over the shoulder, twisting the spine the other way. Keep this going now. Now, knees over towards the front, bridge up through your hip, pressing down through your hand, maybe straightening out that front leg. We'll keep working that now for another 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down. Take the knees over to the other side. Press down and lift up, stretching through your side. We'll keep working that now for another 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down. Boat pose, Navasana. Just sort of warming this up, kind of a touch and go today. So keeping our back flat, lifting our chest up, shoulders back. Lift up one leg, take that down, lift up the other leg, take that down, lift up one leg again, let it go, really squeeze the thigh, wrap it up again, other side, lifting that up. Wrap that up again, refold, reset, Both legs up. Try to hold yourself up there. Really good. Now take the feet wide, reach the hands through. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. Windshield wipe the knees again. Just kind of getting into your hip. All right. Reverse tabletop. So now belly up. We press down through our hands and feet, lift up through the hips. Squeeze the back, lifting up through your front for another 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down through one hand now, like flip dog. Press down and lift up. Stack the shoulders, lift the hips. We'll keep working that now for another 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Other way now. Pushing down, lifting up. Stretching through the side for another 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Swing the legs behind you, belly down. Spread the fingertips out wide. Start by moving forward and backward, waking up the upper body, your chest, shoulders, forearms, wrists. And then start to add the side to side now, moving around in circle ovals. Try to keep your elbows as straight as you can. Does anybody else smell something good? Now, take that around the other way. All right, guys, arch or stretch now. So we take our hands out wide, bending one elbow, straightening through the other. I haven't smoked in like almost a year, so like my senses are extremely acute to it. Yeah, continuing to take that side to side. Now, we're going to bring our hands underneath us again, kind of do something similar for the legs. We're going to do hydrants, taking first the knee out towards the side, right? So now lift and drop, squeeze up and drop, squeeze up, and now extend the leg out. You may have to bring it back a notch if you start to cramp up. Now lift up and come back down. You could also come down on the opposite elbow. Lift up and back down. One more time, lift up, hold it up there for another 3, 2, and 1. Now swing that leg all the way to the left. Walk your right hand over towards the left just to give that a good stretch. Another 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back through center, and we're going to take that to the other side now. So lifting up through your left leg towards the side. Squeeze up and back down. Squeeze up and back down. Really flex the hip up and then extend out. Pulse up and back down. Pulse up and back down. Now squeeze up, hold it up there for another 3, 2, and 1. Swing that leg out behind you towards the right and walk the left hand towards the right. Big stretch through that side. After all that flexing, stretching out for another 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back with knees underneath the hips. Walk the hands forward and move side to side, getting back into the shoulders, into the back. Now, downward facing dog. So we'll press down through our hands, lift up through the hips, pressing down through the heels. Deep inhales, long exhales, in and out through your nose. Let the spine decompress. Strong arms, strong legs, active shoulders and hips. All right, we're going to do something similar now to what we were just doing from tabletop. So sweep your right foot up, turn the toe out, and walk your right foot in front of the other. Sweeping that left foot up, turning the toe out, taking that big circle around. You may have to come up onto your fingertips, taking these big hip circles, walks with your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Once you get to the top of the mat, let's come to a halfway lift spine now. Reach the arms back, stretch the chest forward. Take a deep inhale and exhale, ragdoll the spine. Maybe a bend to the knees, spread the toes apart, grabbing opposite elbows, rocking forward, backward, side to side, squeezing your core in tight. Head heavy, neck loose, face soft. All right, gang, release your arms if you have them, and let's rise to stand, either flat back or roll up to stand. Stretch your arms up and back, big breath in, and exhale, fold forward again, pull in your abs. Inhale to a flat back, and exhale, forward fold. Let's rise to stand again, either flat back or roll up, reach back, and exhale, fold forward again, all the way back down. Inhale to that flat back, exhale, forward fold. And one more time, rise to stand, reach up, reach back, see how far you can go. And exhale, fold forward and down once more. Let's inhale to that halfway lift, step back to a high plank, slowly lower down to your belly. Keep that frame straight and tight. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way to your belly. Lift up your hands, feet, and head, locust pose. We're just going to kind of warm up even more into this low plank now. So squeezing into that low plank, making sure that your elbows stay close to your rib cage. Inhale, lift the head, hands, and feet. Exhale, press down through the hands and feet and lift. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the hands and feet, locust pose. And exhale, press down into that low chaturanga. 1 more time. Pelvis down, head, hands, and feet up. Inhale. And exhale, press down, lift up your body. We'll inhale to an upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and empty out. Another big breath in and empty. One more big breath in, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, step or jump back, chaturanga, either keeping that push up or skipping it. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths, a deep inhale and exhale. Another deep breath in, heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand, mountain, reach up and back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, step or jump, chaturanga your way. We'll inhale for that up dog and exhale, downward facing dog. Now just 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Bend your knees, look forward and jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's rise to stand, mountain, reaching up and back. And squat low, Utkatasana. Lift the heels, reach the hands forward. Shoulders over the hips. Really good, guys. Now, heels down, take the feet wide, press your hands into your knees, and twist side to side. Right. Moving side to side with that. Now from there, come down into a deep resting squat. Just working your way into it. Really good. Kind of touch and go today. We're going to be coming back to this. Now, from here, let's straighten the legs and fold forward once more. From there, come to a halfway lift spine and step back with your left foot, keeping the right foot forward, low runner's lunge. Square and drop into your hip, looking up. Now press down into your hands, lift your right heel to your butt, driving the right knee forward, keeping your arms as straight as you can. Then from there, kick back, three-legged dog, bend the knee, stack the hip, stretch through your side, and look forward, shoulders over the wrist, scorpion plank a second, drive the knee in, step through, low runner's lunge. We'll inhale, look up, exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Let's inhale to that halfway lift spine again and step back with the left foot, keeping right foot, keeping the left foot forward. Square and drop into your hip there. Now take another big breath in. Push down through the hands, drive the left knee forward, left heel to your butt. From there, kick back to a three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hips, stretch through your side there. Now look forward past the hands, shoulders over the wrists, and glide your knee in, step through for that low runner's lunge again. We'll inhale, look up, and exhale, big step forward fold to the top of the mat. All right, gang. On your inhale, let's rise to stand. Stretch up and back. Exhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, heels down, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana, going through that flow. We'll inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Let's sweep the right foot up and back, three-legged dog. Glide your knee in and step through for that low runner's lunge. We'll inhale, look up, and exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, Utkatasana, squatting low. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. We'll inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot sweeps up and back, three-legged dog. Glide your knee in and step through. We'll inhale for that low runner's lunge and exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale to that flat back, step back or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. We'll inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep the right foot up and back, bend your knee, stack your hip, stay or flip your dog. Belly up once more, pressing down, lifting up, opening up even wider. Another 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back up and over, three-legged dog. Glide your knee in towards your nose, step through for that low runner's lunge again. So squaring and dropping into your hip there. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, sink down into your hip. Take another big breath in and straighten your front leg. You can stay on your back knee here or both legs straight. Few deep inhales and exhales here. Try to keep the tension out of your back and neck. All right. On your next inhale, come down into that low runner's lunge. We're going to thread side to side here. We're used to just doing this once. We're going to do this 3 times. So we're going to drop into our hip for this lizard lunge kind of twist. Keep your hips low and pivot into that track stretch, that Cossack squat. We're going to do this 2 more times now. So try to keep low, turn, and drop into your hip again. Try to get a little bit deeper. On your next exhale, we're going to turn into this Cossack squat again. And one more time, try to keep the hips low, keep that tension on the legs, turning into that twisting lizard lunge. And one more time, turning into that track stretch. Really good, guys. So active in the legs here. Now spiraling up and forward to a high crescent lunge. Coming up to a high crescent lunge. Reach the arms out wide and rotate the upper body so that you're reaching your left hand forward. Lean forward, forward, forward. Lunge prayer twist. Elbow to the knee, maybe opening up the arms here. Each inhale to lengthen, each exhale to twist. Another 5, 4, another 3, 2, and 1. Warrior 2. Opening up, straighten both legs a second here, slight bend to your back knee, and reach forward with your right hand, modified triangle. Pulling your hips back, stretching your head forward. Try to pinch the mat in between your feet, engaging your legs, like all different muscles of your legs. Now look down at your front foot. Take a deep bend to your front knee, extended side angle. Sinking low, reaching high. Breathe big, breathe deep. Look up and over that top shoulder. Keep breathing and reaching for another 5, 4, another 3, 2, big breath in, and we'll break it down. Chaturanga Dandasana, going through that flow. We'll inhale for that upward facing dog and exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together, sweep your left foot up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, stack your hips, stretch through your side. Either stay or flip your dog. Heels press down, hips lift up, open up towards the ceiling for another 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back up and over, three-legged dog. Glide your knee in towards your nose and step through for that low runner's lunge. Square and drop into your hip. We'll take a big breath in. Exhale, sink down even deeper into your hip. We'll take another big breath in and straighten your front knee, either staying on the back knee or both legs straight. Take the tension out of your upper body and put the tension into your lower body. And just a reminder, we should always be breathing bigger and deeper than we normally would. All right, guys, let's come down into that low runner's lunge. Spin on the outer blade edges of our feet, driving our right hip close behind the left heel. We're going to thread back and forth between these two shapes. Now, turn through your low lunge into that track stretch. Try to keep the tension onto your legs, keeping the stretch on your legs, and turn through that low lunge again, back into that twisting lizard, driving the right hip down and to the side. 2 more times. We'll keep low, pivot onto the feet, turn into that track stretch, and keeping low, turning through that low lunge, dropping down into the hip once more. Keeping low, we're going to turn through the low lunge back into that track stretch. Keep the legs engaged. Now we'll spiral up and forward into a high lunge, facing towards the front of the mat. From there, good low lunge, reach the arms out wide, and then rotate the upper body. Reach and lean forward with your front hand, right hand, lunge prayer twist, pressing the elbow up against the knee. Each inhale to lengthen a bit, each exhale to deepen that twist. Breathe, twist, and rinse for another 5, 4, Another 3, 2, another big breath in, and warrior 2, opening up your stance. From there, straighten your front knee, slight bend to your back knee, and reach forward with your right hand, or left hand, modified triangle. So just taking a little bit of the tension off with that bottom hand. Pinch the mat in between your feet, hold your core tight, hips pull back as you stretch your head forward. Look up over that top shoulder, a few deep breaths. Let's take another big breath in. Now look down at your front foot, extended side angle, bending that front knee, shifting that back foot further back, pressing your forearm on the inside of your thigh. Sink low, reach up, reach back. Breathe big and deep. Another 5, 4, another 3, 2, another deep inhale, and break it down. Chaturanga, stepping back, high to low push up, just going through your flow. We'll inhale for that upward facing dog and exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and empty out. Another deep breath in and empty. One more big breath in, lift the heels. And on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward, jump the feet on the outsides of the hands. Let's come up to a flat back and up all the way. From here, like you're about to pick up a heavy box, keep your back as flat as you can, working your way down into your resting squat. Maybe here, may have to readjust the feet and kind of lift the heels a little bit, spending a little bit more time here, pressing the knees apart, drawing the shoulders down the back, lifting up through your head and heart. All right, guys, we're gonna sit back now. Walk the hands back, come down to sit once more. Windshield wipe the knees side to side. So what we're gonna do is a series of folds. So we're gonna take our legs straight and long. Inhale, reach up through the crown of your head, point your toes, and on your exhale, slide your hands down your legs. Squeeze your legs, almost like you're holding a pencil with your feet. Try to make fists with your toes. Now come up to sit, compression lifts, either leaning back one leg at a time, both, or sitting straight up, lifting up one leg at a time, or both. Maybe you fold forward using the hands. We'll keep working this now, either just sort of marching or both legs up. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go, shake that out. Now, bring your feet together, knees wide. Sit tall here and just help the knees down with the hands. Really squeezing the outer glutes. It's been like the main focus of the class, squeezing the outer hip. And then from there, either with your heels close to your pelvis or kind of away from your pelvis, making like a diamond shape out of your feet or out of your legs, fold over. Try to keep your back flat this time. Draw the shoulders back, reach your chest forward. You may not go down much, but we're just kind of going for that sensation, that stretch, feeling that stretch in the back, in the hips. All right, guys, let's come up to sit again. Take the feet out wide now. Straddle fold. First, reach down the middle. Make sure the inner thighs spin back. You could even take your hands to your thighs and make sure that your legs rotate in your hips this way. Try not to let the toes collapse forward. Try to relax the back, not necessarily holding a flat back, but just like gently reaching forward with your head, keeping the legs really active. Now fold over one leg, reach for your right leg, push down with your left leg as you fold over your right. In the same sort of attitude here, the right leg's trying to lift up as you fold over, pushing down through the left. Now keeping low, go through the middle and fold over to the left now, pushing down through the right. Pushing down through the right heel, folding over the left. Trying to lift that left heel up off of the mat. All right, guys, down the middle one more time. Now you could just hang out down the middle, play with flattening the back, letting the back round out. Now you could just play with this, or you can work on coming up into a middle split. Maybe from the middle split, coming up all the way. And we'll keep working this shape for a few more breaths. All right, gang, we're gonna come back up sitting with the legs wide and bring the legs a little bit closer together, shake them out. Okay, lean back, bend in your knees, windshield wipe your knees side to side. Now, I'm going to break this down into steps now. So we're going to turn our legs this way, straighten out through your left leg, keep your right leg bent, push down through your right hand. And it's kind of like a flying warrior lunge or like a fallen warrior lunge. From there, maybe you work on straightening both legs, either working on lifting your hip up or work on dipping into that split. We'll keep working this now for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down nice and easy. Take some tension out of the legs, bounce them out, and we'll take this around the other way. So we're going to turn our toes around the other direction, bending in our left knee, keeping the right leg straight. Press down through your left hand and lift up. Maybe stay here, maybe work on straightening both legs, either working on lifting your hip up, flexing your oblique and lower back, or sinking your hip down into that split. We'll keep working this shape now for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's settle ourselves back down again. All right, bring the legs closer together, shake them out. And all right, just a couple of more things here. We're going to bend in our knees, windshield wipe the knees once more. Now we'll come to that half pigeon pose. Sweep your right leg out behind you Now, it could look like this with both legs bent, or you can work on straightening through your back leg. Make sure that this heel does not come close to the pelvis. Make sure that your right foot stays away from your pelvis as you fold over. Now, you could play with this here, maybe reaching your left hand over towards the right or reaching over towards the other side, settling down and into that shape, breathing into that deep hip opening. After all, that flexing of the outer hip, giving a chance to stretch out. All right, gang, let's come up to sit now. Swing your back leg out in front of you again. Shake out your legs. And we're going to take that to the other side. So we rebend in the knee, sweep the left leg out behind you or right leg out behind you, either looking like this or like this. It may also kind of look like this if you're up really high. Keeping that heel away from the pelvis, folding over. Maybe reaching the right hand over towards the left or reaching the other way. All right, guys, let's come up to sit one more time. Bring that opposite leg out in front of you again. We're going to do a reverse tabletop now. Press down through your hands and feet, lift up through your hips. You could stick with this, maybe work on straightening out through your legs, pressing down, lifting up, squeezing your back body. And we'll keep lifting up for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come down to sit. Cross the legs. Let's take our left hand to our right knee. Let's sit tall. Inhale and twist. Take another big breath in and twist. One more big breath in, and we'll face back to the front once more. Taking that to the other side. Shoulders down, head up. Inhale and twist. Inhale and twist. One more breath in, and we'll face back forward again. All right, gang. We got about a minute left. Let's just sort of sit still, relax into this seated posture, and just feel how everything landed today. Just allowing everything to come to a stop. Feeling the impression left on your body. All right, gang, let's bring our hands to our heart center. Bow your head to your heart. Feel your heartbeat a few moments. And we'll wrap it up with one more Om. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center, spot in between your eyebrows. Let's tilt the eye up to the sun, star, and moon. And we bow to one another. Namaste. Hey, good class, guys. Good class. Thanks for coming out. It's 6:16. Um, yeah, we're still on schedule for this weekend, and I'm gonna check into that link for Skool. Nothing else to report here. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.